Brett is the next Shiba of this cycle. What's up? Welcome back to Crypto Day Calls. This is your boy, Your Day Calls. If you're new here, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and tune it in. We're going to be talking about crypto. We're going to be talking about meme coins. We're going to be talking about everything that is going on right now on this page. To introduce myself, I've been investing in crypto for a really long time. This is my third bull run. I'm getting ready, packing my bags, and just been accumulating, DCAing all my positions, getting ready for this upcoming cycle. This upcoming cycle is going to be crazy, has tons of potential for astronomical numbers and astronomical growth. This could be the first super cycle where we're seeing institutional investments. We've been seeing Bitcoin ETFs with Michael Saylor, BlackRock. They're just accumulating Bitcoin. Bitcoin is getting ready to explode. We've been seeing some drops recently, on a short-term trading chart, but moving forward, I think we're getting pretty bullish here. Let's take a look. We're at a $2.4 trillion total market cap in 2021. Bitcoin hit an all-time high of 69,000. And what did we have? We had a $3.5-ish trillion total market cap at that point. So we're still $1 trillion shorter than the last bull run. And, we've already seen all-time highs on things like Bitcoin. So you just had BlackRock, JP Morgan Chase, Fidelity, Grayscale. You could keep naming them. The list goes on, okay? And they all just got Bitcoin ETFs. So now we're seeing, people pouring money into the market. And where are they putting that money? They're putting that money into Bitcoin. Maybe some people took profits at those, 72,000, 74,000 ranges, but you could expect that. Bitcoin ran from $16,000 in 2023 all the way back up to, 70,000. So you could expect that some people took profits. I mean, it's totally normal, right? But you got to look at the bigger picture. Bitcoin dominance is probably going to continue rising a little bit. We're nowhere close to the full bull run yet, and we haven't really seen like tons of retail money come in because they're not talking about Bitcoin. All of these people are telling you that no, cryptocurrency's bad. It's we're going to try to ban it, or we're going to try to go crazy on regulations, but in the background they're all basically getting involved, and it's crazy to see. But you got to follow what they're doing and not what they're saying. One thing I'm going to share on this channel all the time is look at what the governments are doing. They're all investing into crypto. All these institutions, the people who run the world, okay, are investing into crypto, and they're trying to get Bitcoin. They want to own it all. So knowing that, where is Bitcoin really heading? It could be, potentially heading all the way back up, and hitting new all-time highs in this next cycle. It's getting crazy bullish. China's ETFs just got approved as well. And, if China's ETFs got approved, you could imagine that China has way more money than even the US. So just imagine all the liquidity that's going to pour into this market. I think it's going to hit somewhere between 150 and 220,000 this run. But, $1 million isn't out of the question, because governments want to accumulate this because they cannot print more Bitcoin. Okay, what's out there is what's out there. So, if you took every single millionaire right now on Earth and they wanted to buy one Bitcoin, they can't, because there's 21 million full Bitcoins. We haven't mined them all. And then on top of that, there's lost Bitcoins. There's Bitcoins that are just getting stored and will never get sold. And for you to buy any Bitcoin right now, you need to buy it from someone else, or you need to go mine it yourself. And you're probably not going to mine it yourself, so you've got to buy it off of somebody else. And the rates are astronomical right now. They're buying Bitcoin at like a 2,000% rate compared to what it's mined. So they're buying way more Bitcoin each day than what is getting mined. That's just going to create this crazy price shock soon, and things are just going to explode. So it's not financial advice, but you definitely want to own some Bitcoin, just a little piece, because again, every millionaire can't buy a full Bitcoin, and knowing that, that's going to make that value increase moving into the future. We don't know what this is what this is going to do, because governments are literally buying this every single day, and they're trying to take it out of circulation so that you don't have it. Like, what's the next one after Bitcoin that they're probably going to look at? They're probably going to go ahead and look at Litecoin. Why are they going to look at Litecoin? Okay, so Litecoin is the next one that is mineable after Bitcoin. They literally say that they consider this digital silver. So, you know, you got to think, like, look at Litecoin. It has this whole brief period in 2015. It's sitting at like nothing, just explodes to the upside. But every time Litecoin went up, it hit at least 470 bucks. So where's Litecoin gonna go in this one? I mean, I'm gonna take a guess and say somewhere. It's gonna definitely hit 470, but I think we could be seeing all-time highs. Litecoin could easily do, you know, a 5 to 10x this run and go completely bananas. Into Litecoin and you buy Litecoin, then and it does pump, you're gonna just remember, like, take your profits, dude. Like, it's not gonna keep running. You know, you gotta learn not to fall in love with your bags. But long term, okay, so like if you do that, then long term, you know, you basically you sell at the top, you buy it back at the bottom, you know, and you hold it again for the next run. We're still at a 53% dominance on Bitcoin in the market, so this was a little higher in the past week, but I could expect us going up to like 59% to 61% Bitcoin dominance as we go up. This upcoming week, China will be starting their Bitcoin ETFs. So those are supposed to start trading, I believe, on the 30th of April. And when they do, you know, just like we saw after the US started trading, it took like a week or two. Things fell. It was kind of buy the rumor, sell the news at first. And then things started to turn around and take off for Bitcoin. I think we're going to be seeing the same thing with the China liquidity coming in. Guess where that's gonna go? You know, I'm gonna assume Bitcoin will hit all-time highs and you know, go to like at least to 80 or 100,000. Like I said, we haven't seen retail come in yet, but we're starting to see it, more interest in it as things pick up. And you know, people are definitely looking at the charts, they're definitely aware, but you gotta imagine that so many people have no idea, okay, about crypto. They just know nothing about it. You can only bring the deer to the water, you can't make the deer drink the water. I want to bring you guys to the water, but I can't make you guys drink anything. And again, none of this is financial advice. This is simply what I'm doing. I've been in crypto, again, for a really long time, and I'm literally like just trying to share my knowledge at this point. There's a lot of things going on in the market right now, and some people that are in meme tokens are getting completely bled out right now. I like to trade the 4-hour and the 2-hour and stuff just because I trade long term. Something's newer, yeah, I'll look at like the 15-minute or 30-minute if I'm getting into a degenning. But with a lot of these memes that are already established and stuff, you know, they have a pretty nice chart with enough information. So for most of you that don't know, if you're new, Coinbase is like the centralized exchange that most people, at least in the United States, would probably be using if they're getting into crypto. Maybe you're using crypto.com, maybe you're using some other exchange, but someone like myself, I'm using Coinbase. I trust them simply because they are a publicly traded company on the stock market, and I don't believe that they're gonna go anywhere anytime soon, because they are the custodial holders of all these ETFs for Bitcoin. So I use Coinbase, and that's how I get onto crypto, and then I transfer that crypto from Coinbase onto my other wallets if I need to get into some of these meme coins. You could get a Coinbase that's separate from Coinbase Wallet. Coinbase Wallet is decentralized, Coinbase is centralized, so you're gonna want to have both if you're getting into these meme tokens. So we're looking at Brett Brett is built on a layer 2 blockchain called Base. The whole reason I told you about Coinbase is because Base is built by Coinbase. So Base is a layer 2 blockchain. It's a little bit newer. It's pretty fast, and it's layered over Ethereum. So it makes Ethereum pretty cheap to use if you're using it. It's been blowing up lately. It's been gaining a lot of steam, and things are looking pretty freaking solid on Base. And I think personally, okay, my opinion is that Base is going to be like the next big thing, simply because it's attached to Coinbase, and Coinbase is so big with so many users that the exposure is already there. So why wouldn't people use Base if they're already on Coinbase, especially if Coinbase makes it super easy for the normal person or the normie like me and you to use it, and they simplify the whole process, especially when it comes to buying these memes or buying any token that you want to buy. On top of that, Coinbase simply is just simple to use. It's easy for anybody to just get involved, connect their bank account, and bam, you're good. You're able to buy some crypto. There might be some verification, there might be some, verify your identity stuff, but that's normal. And make sure that if you sign up, you do write down your seed phrases, you put them away in someplace safe. Do not take pictures, don't save them to your devices. Those things could get hacked. Write down those stupid 12 words, put them away in the safe, store them, forever, and that's how you recover your account. And never give them to anybody, because that's the only way to get access to your account. Definitely set up two-factor authentication on Coinbase if you use it. Make sure that you have top-notch security so that nobody hacks into your stuff and takes your money. So going back to all of this, Brett is a meme token that's been doing extremely well on Base. 142,000 holders, sitting at roughly 580 million market cap. Pretty solid. It's been trading sideways. This looks like a pretty healthy chart. I'm looking at the 2-hour right here, and I could see down here, this is the RSI, one of the indicators. It shows when something is oversold and when something is overbought. So you could imagine that when we hit the top up here, we're in the overbought position on the chart, and people are just buying way too much, and that's when you're typically seeing the pumps. And then you could see that when it goes to the bottom down here, we're typically oversold. People are just selling off way too much. So right now you could see on Brett, it's looking pretty solid. At the top, we were at almost 9 cents, which was basically like $800 million market cap, and currently sitting at roughly 600 million. So we fell quite a bit in the last couple of days, weeks. So doing some pretty healthy sideways trading right now. But we also just entered this state of being oversold. Pretty bullish, because you could see that like every time it's been oversold in the past, it spiked all the way back up, right? So like, look, bam, oversold, just had a pump and came back up, and right here the MACD matches it. You saw that we had a pump, and you could see on the chart here that we had that same pump. So every single time it goes into this region, it kind of has a bump back. And the whole point is that once we get back to this middle region, if we could pop up to the top, we have a major pump, and that's kind of what we see over here, where we see this pump. So I think that Brett overall right now is still trading pretty healthy. It's good. The holders are going up. Soon we're going to see the price shock. And personally, I believe that Brett is the next Shiba of this cycle. I was part of 2021 when Shiba Inu and Dogecoin were taking off. I was able to get into Shiba Inu pretty early. I put a good amount into Shiba Inu, and it went up about 45x on me, and I did very well on Shiba. Brett kind of reminds me of Shiba Inu, and getting into it very early on, I think it has the potential to go into the billions. That's just my opinion, not financial advice by all means, but I definitely see, based off of the holders going up, the market cap, the way we're trading, we didn't come straight down. We're trading sideways, kind of like what we're seeing here. We traded sideways, went up, traded sideways, went up, and now we're trading sideways again. And I think we're about to do a major leg up. I think we're going to go into the billions. What do I hold in Brett? Currently, my position, I have $25,000 in Brett. And my target area for Brett is to go to about 2 billion, 2.5. I'm not going to get greedy, but do I think it is the next Shiba? Yes, I truly believe it's the next Shiba, and I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so it came out in February, and it's been growing absolutely astronomically. You could see that it's getting listed everywhere. It got listed on Bybit, bitfinex. They're pretty active on their Twitter. They're going absolutely crazy. They smashed 75k holders on April 15th. It's now April 24th, and they have almost 150,000 holders. Brett is Pepe's best friend. Pepe in 2022 ran to a billion, and now it's sitting at 3 billion. You could assume that Brett, being on base, is going to follow something similar to Pepe. And look, this is Coinbase wallet. This is what I was talking about. They're marketing their swaps and smart wallet, and look, they're using Brett as the main image. And why would they do that if they weren't looking into Brett? You know, maybe we're gonna see a Coinbase listing. Hint, hint. Shiba didn't run until it got listed on Coinbase, Robinhood, and Binance. And all we need on something like this is one of these tier ones listing it, and this is gonna explode into the billions. Even if it doesn't hit my target of 2.5 billion right away, I got targets. I set targets for myself. If you're trading, obviously trade safely and set targets for yourself as well, because you don't want to get left in the dust. And things that go up also have to come down, and then they retrace, and then they trade sideways and eventually go up again. It's all about how you're looking at it and what you believe that this will go to. I believe that Brett is the next Shiba Inu. Just remember, Shiba Inu went to $40 billion. So imagine Brett, the #1 token on base chain that is owned by Coinbase. You could imagine that, okay, it might go to a couple billion, but maybe somewhere in there it runs to, you know, 50 billion. Money's about to enter this market, and we're about to be in a market that is not $3.5 trillion like the last one. This one might be a $10 trillion market, or an $8 to $12 trillion market, or even a $16 trillion market. We have no idea how much money is about to enter this market. You know, knowing that, seeing that, understanding what's going on, and understanding that these downfalls are literally just trends in the market that have been happening, halving after halving after halving, and throughout all of crypto's history. Just assume that things are going to explode soon, and we're going to be seeing astronomical numbers. Where does that leave me with something like Pepe? I think that if Brett's going to run this cycle, Pepe will definitely run this cycle. Pepe being maybe like the next type of Doge, whereas something like Brett is the Shiba against it. Moving forward, another one that I believe is going to explode is gonna be Normie. Okay, Normie is looking pretty freaking bullish. It's been trading sideways for quite some time. The RSI is also coming down. It just hit the mid zone. Can we come down a tiny bit more? Yeah, we could come down to like 5 cents. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think we're seeing a lot of this sideways trend. And when other things explode, Normie is going to explode too. And they're sitting at 58,000 holders right now, which also means that the price shock is basically coming. This is the 2-hour chart. So MACD is down right now. We might be heading down a little bit lower right now. Good entries incoming. We've been trading between the 50 and like 80 million market cap region. I think that we're heading up to about 200 or 250 million. maybe between 200 and 300 million. That'll put us like up here on the next leg up. Looking at their Twitter, they're posting every single day. They got 18,000 followers. They got hilarious videos like, look, the best product is always blue. They got normie cooking, just super active. And look at their videos. Their videos are pretty awesome. They're trolling the downtrend right now. They're saying, don't worry, this is normal. But this represents all of the normies that are coming onto crypto, the regular people. The people have no idea about meme tokens right now. These are the retail investors that are going to be coming in on crypto. They're going to be the normies, you know? So Normie has a good goal, and they're trying to onboard the next million normies onto base, which I think they're doing a very, very good job. And it's a funny meme. And, you know, I don't really know their full narrative. Like, Brett has a full narrative right now, and that's like the Pepe verse. He's Pepe's best friend, you know, whatnot. But Normie, I don't like their narrative. I guess is like onboarding normal people like me and you. I guess that's what their narrative would be. But that works. That works for me. It should work for you. Look at them. They're super active. They said happy 420. He's rolling up a joint, you know. Great, you know, the joy is in the journey, you know, like Normie Sailor, they're hilarious. I think Normie could absolutely rip it this run, and although it is on a slight downtrend, I think that it could easily reverse. Just keep shooting for the moon. I personally invested into Normie. I got quite a big bag. I put $11,000 into Normie. I'm going for that 4 or 5x again short term, so that again, you know, at least I pull my initials out and I could sit on a bag for free. Super excited on Normie, and I think that there's tons of potential, and I do not think we are going to go down too much further. I think we just fell a little bit. We hit the bottom, and now we're seeing a big reversal in the trend. We're nowhere close. We are nowhere close to the top of the bull run. We haven't even started, but normally right after halvings, what we do see is a little bit of dips, and then we see slight retracements and whatnot, and then we come back strong. I'm thinking like the next month or two is going to be a lot of sideways trading, but those are two meme tokens that I am looking at currently. I'll drop it in the description below. Join my Telegram where you could literally follow the exact plays that I'm in, that I'm going to be making videos about moving forward. Join my journey, see what I'm investing in. Nothing I do is ever financial advice, but this is simply what I'm doing and what's helped me get successful in the past. I do a lot of research before I get into any plays, before I even post about them. This is a brand new channel. I'm going to be talking about crypto daily, so definitely like and subscribe. If you like the video, definitely share, leave your thoughts in the comments. I'll answer whatever I can. I'll be dropping a video maybe every other day talking about Bitcoin. Whatever I'm getting into, whatever I'm looking at, whatever trends I see, I'm going to talk about them. So, you know, let's get that profit together. Let's have fun. Follow along on my journey. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's keep on rolling, baby. Your day calls, crypto day calls. Let's go.